All right, guys, it's halftime. Broncos-Titans game. NFL season has officially fucking started. So, which is awesome because, usually like Saturdays and Sundays, usually I'm doing something. But like when I'm meal prepping, I'm like, I wish I could watch like a football game or something. And I've never, was a football fan, but more recently I've gotten more into it, I think I'm actually going to try and go to a Broncos game this year. I hope to, at least, maybe. I decided to wear this Avalanche jersey. I was telling Chris about how I have it because he's a hockey fan. And I showed him and then I put it on. I was like, yo, wait, this might be like a cool fucking pump cover. And I'm finna test out the waters. Maybe I like it. Maybe I never wear it again for a pump cover. I think I'm finna like it. What was I going to say? Oh, it's halftime. Broncos are winning 10-9 right now. So I'm probably just going to go to the gym and throw it on one of the TVs, maybe watch it a little in between sets. But I don't know. I'm kind of just waiting to go to the gym. I haven't taken any sips from my pre yet or ate my rice cakes. So just whenever I'm starting to feel ready for the gym, I'll probably do that. Got some meal prepping to do. Yesterday went to the UW game. We won, so that was pretty cool. Pretty fun day just with friends and the shorty. Got some, just good shit done. Good rest day. Just time to recover and really do what I wanted to do. Just hang out with friends and family, have a good time. Still stayed locked in on all my meals. I had like a slice or two of pizza, but I ate all my meals, got in all my meals, and that's all that matters to me. And if I got in a slice or two of pizza, at least I ate all my meals, and that's some extra bulking calories, But yeah, so happy with how everything went. I think next time I go down to a UW game, I need to just lift down there. I don't know why. Just recently, I've just been like, I remember there for a while, I went on that kick. You guys probably noticed where I just like wanted to try new gyms. But now it's almost like I just want to lift at peak fitness. Like I like to just have that designated gym. I'm like peak fitness, And that's not saying necessarily I need to go to some other gyms, I feel like going to other gyms is a good experience, Even if you're not you're like just getting into the gym or whatever, I'd say just like test out the water with other gyms. Especially if you live in like a bigger town with maybe it's got like 5 gyms, obviously just pick the one gym that you're like, I like this one the most. Or maybe if you're really feeling ballsy, you could pick like 2 or 3 gyms to get a membership at and just based off what you're feeling, go to that gym. But I think nonetheless, having like a few different gyms to try out gets you like a cool experience to be like, go to one gym and maybe you're like, oh, this gym's better because it's got this and this. And I really thrift with these machines. I like this gym was maybe cool. It's got this machine and this machine. But I like the row machine and the leg extension I got at my other gym. So it's all really personal preference, Obviously, some people prefer the body shop I went to the other day, and some people prefer peak fitness. It's all personal preference. But I think nonetheless, going and trying new gyms is always good because you just get to try new shit out. Maybe you meet some cool people and get to learn something, or maybe you get to try new machines and you're like, fuck, I need to use this machine more often. It's really fucking awesome. Or maybe, you just meet cool people, just get around, do a bit of traveling, Try out some new gyms. But I have been to the Laramie gym a few times and it's all right. It's a cool gym. Martin Fitzwater used to train there, so that's a cool little tidbit. But yeah, But anyways, I'm probably going to eat my rice cakes here soon. Maybe watch a minute or two of the third quarter. Drink some pre, head to the gym. And yeah, today we got back in hamstrings, so hopefully that's a pretty great lift. It's more hamstring bias than it is back bias. So we'll get into that lift. Okay, that's 2 up from last time, so I'll do a 2.5 on top of that next week. That was a great set though. It felt really good, but for whatever reason, it just feels like it gets really light at the top. I don't know if that's just like a way I have it set up thing, or if that's how it usually is. I really don't know, but it's something I'm definitely noticing. Like the very top end of the range of motion, you feel the weight kind of eliminate by half, and then you squeeze. I wish the weight was consistent all the way throughout, but oh well. Okay, only a 1 rep drop on those hamstring curls, so really excited for that. So I'd like to hit 13 again. We'll see. I feel I always have a drop off on any sort of leg movement, but if I could bring that consistency, it'd be pretty freaking great. It's really hot in here today, but I'm also wearing sweats, a tank, and like this long sleeve hockey jersey, so yeah. Broncos are winning right now. There's like 7 minutes in the 4th quarter, so that's good, but it's kind of been not a close game, but like definitely not a very, I'm trying to think of the word, not the best played game, you know? Lots of flags, lots of penalties. I believe now is we failed at we made the marker, but now we got 3 sets, RDLs, and then we're on to back. So let's move on to the RDLs. We'll do dumbbell. It looks like last week we did 75 pounds, and 75 pounds was kind of like right in our range, so I'm gonna just do the 75s again. Still really need to watch the new Fantastic Four. That's up 2 reps, so definitely next week bump up to 80s. A great set. My hamstrings are pretty cooked, but ready to move on to back. It's just pullovers and single arm cable rows, but I'm going to replace the single arm cable rows for a narrow grip pull down because I don't like those single arm cable rows one bit. And then I have rear delts, but I never show those, so yeah. And some calves. I don't show calves either. But 2 more sets here, 3 sets narrow grip, 3 sets pullovers, pose, go home, watch the Bills play the Ravens, meal prep, get ready for the work week. Ooh, 20-12. Broncos have the ball. 1st and 10. Not wearing my glasses. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Clock is running. So, as long as the Broncos don't fuck up and they just keep running the ball, they've definitely got this game in lock. For sure. Now, the Bills and Ravens game, I'm nervous about. They're always really close. Like, the Bills and Ravens in the playoffs was an awesome game. And every other game they've had has always been awesome. So that's going to be a really, really close game for a start to the season. Almost kind of makes me want to throw some bets on it, but I probably should be responsible and not. Or else I'm going to want to do it the rest of the season. But 1 more set. Okay, that's a wrap on hamstrings, and I really might just want to get some contacts. I mean, yeah. Ooh, 3rd down. And there's 2:58 left, so if they have to turn over the ball, there is a potential for an 8 points there, but hopefully not. Come on. I don't know what it was about that set, but it just felt like crazy anabolic. Oh, I kind of just figured, well, if he's got me doing a rowing like pattern movement, I should probably just stick to a rowing pattern movement and just pick like a single arm row I like more. So whether it be this machine row or dumbbell row, those are really the only other two variations you could do. I chose machine row because I liked them when we had them in our routine, and I like that a lot better, so I'll probably just ask him to switch it out in the app. Dumbbell row wouldn't be bad either. I like those as well, but I like these a lot too. So 2 more sets. I'm going to start inner swabbing my calves with these, and then while I'm doing pullovers, I'm going to inner swab my rear delts with those. But 2 more sets here. I bet we could stay consistent with that 13. I hope. Another 13. There's another 13. Whew. Freak. Oh, it's getting really hot in here. And it's just, I'm wearing one of those Echo Vision beaters, which I tend not to wear that often because they're like really thick, so they get you warm. Like, they're good beaters, I think, and a lot of other people think, but they're just like, you know, if I wear a controlled insanity beater, I don't really get this hot. Or just like a regular tank. But it's, these beaters are so thick and tight. And like, usually if I just wear a loose tank top, I don't really get that tight. But like, when I wear like a compression tank, it like, I don't know, it almost like traps the heat in a little bit more. And it probably doesn't help that I'm wearing a hockey jersey that's kind of thick and mesh, so it's really heating me up. But one more set.
All right, sir. Yeah.
Ooh, okay, fuck. Now, we just got some pull overs, rear delts, one more set of calves. We could do some posing. And don't worry, I'll strip in my undies just for you guys today. Fuck. Okay, 2 more.
Even if you don't think you want to go to college, if you don't try in high school, you make it so much harder to get scholarships.
I tried in high school until I knew I wasn't going to go to college.
Yeah, even if you don't ever use it, you know. But I was telling if you just like get good grades this first year, then you'll be able to get a scholarship.
Yeah.
Like, you can get the halfway still.
Yeah. Workout. Well, I guess I still have another set of rear delts, but I guess let's go pose. Butt revealed, pants down. I'm not talking to you.
Ow. Perfect. Boom back.
I mean, the back and ham pumps are never the best, but they still get the job done, nonetheless. All right, guys, I'm just doing a little bit of meal prepping right now. Really just finishing cooking off my ground beef, just letting it cook a little more. It's already plenty well seasoned, but I kind of like to let it cook a little bit longer than when it's done, because it kind of, I feel, cooks more of that fat off, I guess. Helps burn a little bit more fat. I don't know if that's actually how it works, but I find when I'm like, okay, it's done, and I just put the ground beef into a meal prep, I find there's more fat juices, and I find when I let it cook like an extra 5 minutes, and it doesn't get cooked like too long, burnt by any means, but there's not as much fat because I feel the fat kind of simmers at the bottom and burns off. But Broncos won. The Bills are playing right now. They just punted. They're losing 7-10, and the second quarter just started. So hoping for the best. Definitely going to be a close game. Bills and Ravens always are. They're both top teams in the league, you know. So really am hoping for the best. What are you doing, Bingo? I just need I cook enough ground beef. I make as many. I like to kind of switch between the meal prep, so I'll do my ground beef and make a lunch meal prep and a dinner meal prep, and then I'll repeat that cycle until I'm out of ground beef. Usually I can get like 4 or 5 days of each because it's like 150 grams of ground beef, so usually I can get 4 or 5 days out of each. I can't really remember. And then, you know, just my next rest day, I would just set out ground beef in the morning to thaw. By the time I'm home on my rest day, ground beef is thawed, I cook it. And then yogurt bowls and those breakfast sandwiches, I do 3 days at a time because I've only got 3 meal prep containers worth. So, yeah. But, yeah, you know, gonna meal prep as much meals as I can for the week via ground beef. I should have plenty of noodles left over from last week. And then I gotta meal prep as many meals as I can, you know, breakfast and kind of snack wise for throughout the week. But there's not really much fat left in this ground beef. And you know, obviously, it's 93.7 ground beef. So I'm gonna turn off the heater. It's 93.7 ground beef, so obviously, in the first place, it's really not gonna have much fat, so that's always great. But yeah, you know, gonna finish the ground beef's pretty much done. I kind of like to just let it cool off in the pot for a little bit, and I'm gonna start cooking up my eggs, making my breakfast sandwiches. Breakfast sandwiches take a little more work because I gotta actually cook the egg, but ground beef easy enough, eggs easy enough, turkey bacon easy enough. Just gotta assemble the sandwich. Super easy. A whole egg, 2 slices of turkey bacon, and a slice of cheddar cheese. Boom. Repeat that. Boom. You have one for a day. So always really easy. Ground beef always really easy. Just more of a hassle because you got to weigh shit out. But I'm honestly grateful for bulking because I don't have to weigh as much stuff out. Now I do weigh like all my meals, but obviously like I'm not weighing out my turkey bacon and my cheese slice and my egg. If I switch to egg whites, I'd weigh that. But right now I'm wanting more calories, so I'm eating the whole eggs. I weigh out my yogurt, but I'm a little looser on my yogurt. I'm kind of like, okay, you know, I want the yogurt, so I'm not really doing a strict weight by any means. So yeah, but all is well, guys. I took my rest day like a day early yesterday, but I'm just gonna upload this lift today, like the day of. Shoot a rest video tonight, upload it tomorrow, and then I'll be right on schedule, and I'll keep banging with the gym tomorrow, so on. So my videos will actually be still right on line, but it'll be like kind of a little ass end backwards compared to how it should theoretically actually be. For me, it won't be chronological order. For you guys, it will. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, guys, I love you all so much for watching. Stay locked in. It's about to be a brand new start to a week. So yeah, stay locked in, guys. Hopefully Monday through Friday, for those of you who work on Monday through Friday, hopefully it's a good fucking week. I hope you guys can get in your lifts, you know. A little easier now. School's back in session. At least it is for my town. So, you know, not as many high schoolers. Football season started, so probably gonna be even less people working out. So yeah, pretty awesome. But stay locked in, guys.